is CBS News Miami.
Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us. I'm Naja Sherman, and welcome to CBS News Miami's 4 p.m. Quickcast. Let's take a look at today's top stories.
Always alerting, always tracking. This is Next Weather.
Taking a live look at downtown Miami, a pretty nice day across South Florida, and we are tracking a holiday warm up. Let's get right to next weather. Meteorologist Shane Hinton. And Shane, sounds like we could get a few Christmas sprinkles.
I think so, and not just the ones that you get on the desserts this time of year, the one that might warrant an umbrella. But let me go ahead and start off by saying this is not going to be a washout of a forecast. But if you take a live look from the airport, you could see that we are seeing some clouds off in the distance just over the Miami skyline. We are going to see some isolated maybe activity later this evening, but for the most part, I think we're going to be staying dry for your Christmas Eve. As we head to Christmas Day, they'll be spottier in nature, and then we have even higher weekend rain chances as our warm weather trend continues. Right now, it is pretty comfortable. You can see temperatures in the mid-70s across all of South Florida and the Keys. Satellite radar picking up on a few light sprinkles just offshore. Can't rule out one of those sliding inland, but it's worth noting that most of the moisture that we really need to make heavier rainfall is well down toward our south and our east. But you can notice some of that moisture is creeping in from the south, and that's what's going to just kind of fuel the potential for a few spotty showers tomorrow. Let's walk you through the rest of this evening first. You can see mostly cloudy skies, maybe a stray shower or two. Flash forward to Christmas Day morning. This is at 9 o'clock. Can't rule out a 10 to 20% for a quick pop-up shower. Then as we head into the afternoon and then the evening, that's when our highest rain chances of the day arrive, about a 30% chance. The high-res forecast models hinting at some more widespread rain maybe for the Keys by tomorrow evening, and then it tapers off as we head through the overnight hours. We will be monitoring some spotty showers on Thursday, although I don't think our rain chances are as high. Walking you through this evening temperature-wise, it will be pretty comfortable for those of you who are maybe commuting or doing any outdoor evening festivities. Lower to mid-70s throughout the next several hours, with that spotty shower chance really starting to pick up after 8 o'clock. Tomorrow morning, we wake up after Santa has arrived, and temperatures will be in the mid to upper 60s. He's going to have pretty comfortable conditions to do his visits around South Florida, maybe closer to the upper 60s and lower 70s for my friends in the Keys. Now, as we break down your Christmas Day forecast and also the start of Hanukkah as well, you'll notice it'll be a mild morning. Like I said, mentioned a 10% chance for an isolated shower. Sunrise is going to be at 7:06. As we head toward the midday hours for lunchtime, a few showers can't be ruled out. Mostly cloudy skies with temperatures in the upper 70s, and then by dinner time, well, we're talking about temperatures in the mid 70s with a few spotty showers still possible. On the thermometer, area-wide tomorrow, upper 70s to lower 80s, maybe just trending a couple of degrees above normal for this time of year, but overall, this is a South Florida Christmas for you. As we take a look at what you can expect if you head out to the beach tomorrow, should have fairly calm conditions overall. As I mentioned, it's going to be mostly cloudy overall, but the rip current risk is going to remain elevated. That 7-day forecast shows that our afternoon highs and our morning lows, they're not changing that much, even as we head into the new year. Look at this. Now we've got New Year's Eve on the 7-day forecast. Where did this year go? Well, our afternoon highs, as I mentioned, aren't going to change that much from this year into the beginning of next year. Our rain chances, though, do. You'll notice 40% chance for Saturday and Sunday as highs remain in the upper 70s. Naja?
All right, pretty nice holiday forecast. Thank you, Shane. And now to a major glitch for American Airlines. Technical issues temporarily grounded flights and caused delays on one of the busiest travel days of the year. The technical issues have been fixed, but the impacts are still being felt. CBS News Miami's Terry Hornstein reports from Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport.
I can tell you things are moving along just fine right now, but that outage we saw earlier could cause some big issues for those with connecting flights trying to get home for the holidays.
I did not think it was going to be so crazy on Christmas Eve. I thought it was going to be more quiet, and it's unbelievable insane out there right now.
Sonia McCall just wants to get to her son and grandson for Christmas.
My grandson wouldn't stop crying. He wanted me to come and visit him, and you can't say no to the grandson.
Sonia is heading from Fort Lauderdale to Oklahoma and flying with American Airlines. Her flight delayed at least an hour.
I was like, oh my God. I'm handicapped and I have a problem with a lot of walking, and I was like, oh Lord have mercy, I hope my flight does not get canceled.
On the morning of Christmas Eve, with millions just trying to get home or to loved ones, Americans stopped all flights after a technical issue. Our own Anna McAllister trying to visit family when her plane was grounded. She spoke to CNN.
We're waiting to board the flight, and then the announcement came over the loudspeaker saying that there's going to be a delay. They were having serious technical issues, saying that they weren't able to scan tickets, not able to board luggage onto the flight.
Thankfully, the glitch only lasted about an hour. The airline releasing a statement, apologizing and saying all hands are on deck to help, but the impact causing residual issues.
I don't know if I'm gonna make my flight in Charlotte. We'll see. I've got like 10 minutes.
Kara Reiner's flight delayed just 30 minutes, but with a connection, it could be a long day.
I am nervous, but my sister, she's like, we're gonna make it, we're good, so I guess we'll see. Honestly, I think I'm tempted to rent a car and just drive home.
Despite the issues, most people in good spirits, ready to get to loved ones when they can.
My mom's like already got everything cooked and ready. She's so excited. She's one of those moms who's got like the full kit and caboodle. So I want to get home to her.
I can tell you, Anna, my colleague, well, the good news here, she was able to get on her plane. She is back home visiting family. But some good advice. If you are heading to the airport at any time during this busy travel period, the best thing you can do is get to the airport early. In Dana Beach, Sherry Hornstein, CBS News Miami.
According to Flight Aware, Miami International Airport is reporting 159 delays, but no cancellations. Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport is reporting 62 delays and 1 cancellation. Be sure to check your flight status before heading to the airport in case there are any changes. A deadly explosion at a marina in Fort Lauderdale. 1 person killed, 5 others went to the hospital. CBS News Miami's Peter Dinch is in Fort Lauderdale with the latest on this fiery tragedy.
Witnesses tell us they heard an explosion followed by a great deal of smoke and flames. We're working to find out more information about the 5 people who were injured here. 3 of them have traumatic injuries, and 1 man lost his life.
Because he was still going further and further from the dock.
I did see the guy on the boat that was still on the boat while it was on fire, and the fire was getting bigger, and he was stumbling while he was trying to get off. He was bleeding from his mouth and he was bleeding from his arm.
A spokesman for Fort Lauderdale Fire Rescue says the cause of the explosion is not known. He says investigators should have a better idea as to what happened once the boats are removed from the water and they can be examined. We'll have much more on this story coming up at 5. In Fort Lauderdale, Peter Dinch, CBS News, Miami.
A fire broke out inside an apartment in southwest Miami-Dade. It forced a South Florida family out of their home on Christmas Eve. CBS News Miami's Yvonne Taylor has the report.
This is what it looks like inside what used to be the living room of Ada Diaz's apartment at Hammocks Trails complex.
I'm trying to put the pork for the Christmas Eve, and I'm sorry, neighbors, and I go to outside for look the laundry, something like that, and watch my phone, and I saw the smoke.
Diaz told me she only had time to rush out. One of her neighbors called 911.
I didn't see any fire, but no flames, but smoke, a lot of smoke.
Orlando Garcia lives at the apartment below. He says the fire did not destroy his place, but he can't be there tonight. How does your apartment look?
A lot of water. It doesn't look that bad, but there's a lot of damage, water damage. All my Christmas presents wet completely.
It happened at around 8:30 a.m. at the complex called Hammocks Trails at 15300 Southwest 106 Terrace. Renny Gonzalez lives at the apartment above.
We got our families out, just a little smoke damage.
He told me material things are replaceable. He and his family will spend the night at a hotel, while Ada Diaz told me she may not cook dinner on Christmas Eve ever again.
And that was CBS News Miami's Yvonne Taylor reporting. Former Congressman Matt Gaetz appears to still have the support of President-elect Trump. That's despite a House Ethics Committee report released yesterday. This is the late-night tweet posted by the former congressman. The caption reads, "I got a great note from President Trump." The picture is a photo of an article from last month. In the upper right-hand corner, you see what appears to be a note from the president-elect saying, quote, "Matt, very unfair." According to the House Ethics Committee report, Gaetz violated Florida's statutory rape law. The 42-page document breaks down reports from 2017. It alleges he paid more than $90,000 to 12 women, likely for sex and drugs, one of them a 17-year-old girl. He denies these allegations, calling them, quote, "totally false." Maybe you'll get lucky and Santa will leave a ticket in your stocking tonight. See how you could end up $1 billion richer when we come back. Welcome back to CBS News Miami's 4 p.m. Quickcast. The Starbucks strike is spreading. More striking workers in major cities across the U.S. are joining the picket lines. Over the weekend, employees in New York, Denver, and Pittsburgh joined strikes already happening in L.A. and Chicago and Seattle. Workers are protesting a lack of progress in contract negotiations with the company. The strike comes during one of the busiest times of year for Starbucks. The company has said it has had no significant impacts on its operations. Happening tonight, you could become a multi-millionaire. The Mega Millions jackpot is at $944 million. The cash option is more than $429 million. If you are playing, best of luck. Happening today, it is Christmas Eve, and if you still need to buy some holiday gifts, listen up. Malls are open today for last-minute shoppers. Dadeland Mall in Kendall, International Mall in Doral, and Dolphin Mall in Sweetwater close at 6 p.m. Aventura Mall and Sawgrass Mills Mall close at 7 p.m. If you need to make a last-minute run to the grocery store, check this out. Publix is open until 7 tonight, but is closed tomorrow. Winn-Dixie is open until 9 p.m., but is closed tomorrow. Most Aldi's closed at 4. Whole Foods is open until 7 p.m. And Sedano's is open today and tomorrow until 6 p.m. Presidente is also open tomorrow, but call your store to check on hours. That is your CBS News Miami Quickcast. I'm Naja Sherman. Stay tuned for more news right here on CBS News Miami and have a wonderful day with your family.